Well, when I first started out, there was a lot of different DJs. MAW was one, Awesome Two. They played a variety of music. You know what I'm saying? This goes back to like 1985, and that's where I first got my first inspiration from listening to all these different styles of music, break beats, reggae music on one side. You had funk, then you had soul.
I started by listening to Larry Levan, Tony Humphries, Africa Bambaataa, Jazzy J. You know, I mean, at that time there was a nice mixture of music, and a lot of the clubs played basically all kinds of, you know, styles.
Started doing parties 16, 17, 18. Then it became to, you know, I got to a level where I wanted to take it to the next, you know, go to the next step. And that's when I started messing around with beats and stuff and started digging a little more into the music. Todd Terry, who I met through coming to the parties, just watching him and how he was putting records together. And I learned a lot from him in the beginning. Louie had heard a joint that I did called A Touch of Salsa, which he liked. Actually, he wanted a remix at the time. And he asked Todd, like, who is this kid, you know, from Brooklyn making these songs and stuff, and Todd hooked us up, and the rest is history. We did so much after that. The remix never got done.
We really started getting used to each other in the studio and how we worked, and it started running real smooth, and it was just great. I thought he was perfect for us as a team, you know?
When we connected, it was just that chemistry. You kind of feel like this vibe that, you know, you're about to take over. You know what I'm saying?
When we first came out, we were getting a lot of mixes from pop artists. So we were taking the B-sides of the pop artists and coming up with this new flavor. And we were just knocking the clubs out. You know, we started doing Saint Etienne, Chic. I mean, you name all those early records, Melissa Morgan, all those records that we did, and we took those B-sides and they became like club anthems, and they were even played on the radio like dubs, you know? So we started these Masters at Work dubs, and next thing you know, everybody wanted one, from Madonna to Michael Jackson. I mean, everybody wanted a Masters at Work dub. So, you know, we created our own style. We made our stamp in the business when we did New Eureka Soul. He's saying, because we had a photo shoot in a restaurant, and here you had George Benson in one corner, you had Roy Ayers in another, Tito Puente there, like everybody just hanging and laughing. Jocelyn Brown, India, the whole crew was in there, and we were like, wow, look at this. We got these people in one place. We were going to check out some Latin jazz sessions. Like they would put, like, let's say Tito Puente with James Moody. They would do these great combinations at the Village Gate. And we would go there, and that's when we met Tito Puente. And then, you know, they say, yeah, this is Louie and Kenny. They're like big producers in the dance music scene. And he goes, dance music, that's a big word. Like, he gave us a little bit of shade, you know. We were like, oh, man, okay. You know, then we were like, cool, we hung out. And then later on, at the end of the night, when he was done, he says, yo, look, I was just kidding. I really want to, you know, come in the studio. I want to see what you got. I want to work with you guys. When we met George Benson, we met him because we had signed to GRP Universal, and that was Tommy La Puma's label. He hooked up a meeting with Benson, and when Benson came in, we were like, damn, look, George Benson's right here in the room with us. Yo, we got to play him this track. I hope he likes this, you know? We played him the Latin stuff, we played him India stuff, we played him Tito stuff. And he said, hey, I mean, I love the idea. I like what it's about. I want to go in the studio with you guys. Soul Heaven, we started with Ollie, you know, and Bobby and Steve. You know, he wanted to create a place in London, like using a big room to play soulful music and to have a home for us as well, and as well as some of the other guys. You know, so we've been there since the beginning of Soul Heaven. I think Kenny played the very first Soul Heaven, and I played the one after. So, you know, that's been sort of our residency in London. And then it became, you know, Ollie and Bobby and Steve started doing some things in Ibiza, then it started spreading around different areas.
We're trying to go back to when we was doing the mixtapes at home, and really make a crazy master mix type CDs, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, we want to make it, we're going to be layering things. It's going to be interesting because you're almost going to hear remixes in a mixed compilation almost, you know what I mean? It's going to feel like that. So you're going to hear special versions of things you never heard before because we got the master tapes to a lot of things, you know.
you know, it's been great. You know, we've touched a lot of different people, incorporated a lot of different styles of music in our music. And you know, we're still experimenting, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's still an ongoing process. We just got together a couple of days right before the conference and we did like 7 songs in like 3 days. And it's just like, no matter where we're at, where we are in the world, it's just when we're together, it's just something really, really special.